yogis, and welcome to Yoga with Louise. This is a 10-minute after ski yoga stretch, but it's perfect for any time that you feel you need some ease or some stretching in the areas of the hips, the glutes or the legs. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. We're beginning in child pose, so bring your seat to your heels and take whatever position with the knees is comfy for you. That might be as wide as the mat or close together. Whatever it is, you can begin to fold forward, bring the upper body towards the mat and just reach forward with the arms, but keep a little bend in the elbow so that we can keep softness in the shoulders. We want to let go of any tension that we've got in our body right now. So allowing the forehead to rest on the mat. Bring your attention inwards. Give yourself permission to let go of whatever's happened before you got to your mat and what may be happening after, and just be in this moment. Deepen the breath. As you inhale, feel the torso get wide, feel it fill with air. Maybe it's pressing towards your thighs. You can feel that expansion. As you exhale, draw the belly button in and back. Continue to breathe deeply here. And on the next inhale, feel the lower back get wide as you breathe in fully. And exhaling to let everything go. Press down through the hands to come up to all fours. We'll take a couple of cat-cows just to ease out through the back as well. So belly drops towards the mat, collarbones glide back, heart shines forward. Exhale to round. Moving on your own breath here. Inhale. Crown of head and tailbone come up, and as you exhale, crown of head and tailbone drop down and the upper back rounds. Couple more like that. From here we will keep the hips stacked over the knees, but just reach forward with the arms so that we can set up the puppy pose, which will just help to release any tension that's built up in the chest. Allow the chest to melt forward. Allow the forehead to come down on the mat. And just stay here for a few recovering breaths. Press down through the hands and bring the weight forward so the hips come down towards the mat, ready for Sphinx pose. So in Sphinx we want to have our elbows under our shoulders. Spread the fingers wide, feel the connection with the mat through the forearms and through the hips and the thighs. And we'll just take a couple of breaths here, just allowing some space and ease to come in the chest and the upper body. So allow your breaths to be easy and deep. So go ahead now and bring the left hand towards your right elbow so that it will be parallel a lot to the top of the mat, and reach back for your foot with your right hand. We're really going to press into that belly of that muscle, so really press into your foot with your hand. At first you can do a little bit of opposition so that your foot is into your hand and your hand is into your foot. Then we actually want to bring that heel towards our bottom so we can really get a bigger stretch in that muscle. And we'll try and stay here for 2 more breaths, giving it time to relax and let go of any tension that is hanging around there. then releasing that leg down, bring the right hand across and reach for the left foot with the left hand. And once more, you can try a little bit of dynamic opposition and then ask that foot to come towards the seat. Press it down with your hand firmly and then just stay with the breath. It's possible, it's likely that these muscles are sore. It's a huge group of muscles. So really, really important that we take time to stretch them out. And then release that hand down. Curl the toes under. Take the hands underneath the shoulders, push back for downward facing dog. And you can have the feet hip width apart. And take a nice easy dog to begin with, bending through one knee and pressing out through the opposite heel. And then alternating. We'll try and do this with a breath. So breathe in when you bend one knee. Breathe out when you straighten the leg. Breathing in. And exhaling. Nice. So from here we're going to step the right foot through and drop the back knee for a low lunge. Sweep the arms up, bring them out wide and take them, make a fist behind your back. So press that fist down towards the mat and feel the chest open, making loads of space. You can take a huge breath here. And also feeling that nice hip flexor stretching out on the left side. 2 more breaths here. Keeping it nice and active with the fists. Releasing the hands, we're going to take them down to the mat. And we want to heel toe that foot to the side. So our right heel is on the mat and our right toes are off. We're setting up for lizard here. Then come over onto the outside edge of that foot and take your right hand onto your thigh and really use it to push that thigh open. So we're really getting a nice opening in the groin. If you have a block nearby, or book or something, and you want to, you can use that on the left hand just to keep a nice open chest. But it's perfectly okay to do it without, whatever feels good for you. And allow the breath to be long and slow. Walking the foot back to either side, step back into your downward facing dog and taking the left foot forward for low lunge, drop the right knee, sweep the arms above the head, take them wide. This time clasp them the opposite way so that the way that feels a bit weird, feels a bit strange. Push them away, opening up through the chest. As you release the hands, walk that foot off just like we did on the other side. So the heel is on and the toes are off, and then take the thumb on the inside of that thigh and really push it open. Again, if you used a block on the other side, you can use a block just to keep a lovely opening in the chest and to allow the breath to be clear and full. One more breath. Then heel toe that foot over. Take the block to one side. Hands onto the mat. Curl the back toes under and just step to the top of the mat. Keep a little soft bend in the knees whilst you get comfy. And then half lift, little flat backs. Come on up halfway. As you breathe out, release. We're going to take a couple of those. So inhale. Feel some length in that spine. Crown of head to tailbone. Exhale to soften. One more. Shoulder shoulder blades glide back. And release. This time just take hold of opposite elbows, take a bend in the knee and just sway gently. Find some ease and some nice soft movement here. Release the hand to the mat, look up, step back into your downward facing dog. Pedal just through the legs in one time, and then take the right foot behind the left hand. We're coming into Pigeon. And just take a moment up here in Pigeon and just notice what's going on with the hips. Maybe you need to move your right hips back a little bit. We're going to stay here for another breath. And you can choose to stay here longer, or you can move forward, releasing down onto the forearms. And if you want to come all the way, that's fine too. You can make even a little fist for your forehead. Whatever version you like to do in Pigeon is nice. We'll take 3 breaths here. Releasing the hands. Bring the hands back to alongside your knee this time. Curl the back toes under. Step back into your dog and bring the left foot across behind the right arm. And once again, just take a minute to set up. Pull the left hip crease back a little bit. Stay here and allow the body to settle. Really getting into the area of the hips and the glutes and backs of the thighs here. And then begin to walk the hands forward if you want to, or stay up in that nice easy Pigeon if that's better for you today. Whatever you choose, just make sure that you're taking nice full breaths. And sending the breath where the sensation is. Allowing the body to sit with that sensation. Release the hands down, walk back up. Coming into Sukhasana, easy seat. To finish our practice today. And just take a nice long tall spine. You can keep the gaze low, you can dip the chin. Keep the attention inward just for a moment. And take a huge cleansing breath in. Exhaling the old. And one more like that. Inhale new, bright, fresh energy. Exhale the old. And bringing the hands to heart center. Thank yourself for taking the time to care for your body today. Wishing you a wonderful rest of the day. Namaste.